Just thought I'd produce a little small video regarding the move that happened today around 11 o'clock UK time. It was a pretty substantial move, and it was all on the back of the second LTRO repayment by banks. Now, expected repayment was in the region of about 3 billion, I think, and it came out about 1.7. Either way, this was a shock to the market, and we had a big move up. And if you look at the ranges of these Euribors, I'll just look at the set 14. We were trading around 40 and a half just before the number, and we pretty much spiked up 18, 19 ticks in one full swoop. Now I'll just show you a chart of this. If we look at the June 14 Euribor, for example, and as you can see, at 11:04, this is when the move happened, and it was a massive move. We had 19,000 contracts that were traded, and if we just put this into perspective, you can see how big this was just right here. It was just a phenomenal move with the most insane amount of volume, and I think my whole system actually froze when this was going through because so much volume was going through. And then I had an order. Luckily it was only on one lot, but I was short, and I just couldn't get out. I just kept on hitting every price, and it was just all going in stale. And so I ended up taking like a 7-tick loss on it, but it was about €100. But it wasn't the end of the world. Lucky I didn't have anything more on. But it was a pretty aggressive move, and then order activity around for the next 5-10 minutes was actually quite nice, quite volatile, and a lot of pinging going on. But then after that, it all just sort of calmed down, and we pretty much just flatlined for the rest of the day, really. But I mean, I'm going to just look at the Bund as well. Well, actually, first of all, let me look at the spread and just show the spread of the Euribor. And most of the spreads all just stayed in line. Initially, this is when the move happened, and as you can see, it doesn't look like much. But and this spread, which is March 14, June 14, we were trading 7 to 8 at the time, but we were really trading 7.5, 7s. We weren't really doing much before that, and that's just a misprint there. But as soon as the number came out, we went up, and as you'd expect, as you go up in the Euribor, the spreads come off, and we traded 6.5s pretty quickly, and then after that we actually traded some 6s as well. Although I didn't actually trade out, but I just got long 6.5 in this particular spread. In other markets as well, if I actually look at the spread matrix, in set 14, June 14, set 14, I actually got long 6.5s. I pretty much went long the whole curve on the move down, knowing that this is probably just a bit of an overreaction, and luckily it all just started to fade and all came back. So in this spread I was long 6.5s and ended up getting out 7s where it stayed, and then it traded. Now it's trading back to where it was this morning, 7.5, 7s, and just trading around 7s really. So it was a good opportunity to get long the spread when that pushed up. Although this sort of, with this type of move, I think the actual, the whole euphoria about where we were going with rates and stuff like that has definitely changed. Before, it was such that the ECB weren't going to raise rates, cut rates at all, and now Barclays just said that they expect the ECB to cut rates by the end of the year. So it's a lot of different opinions, but then again, this is what makes the market exciting, when there's loads of people with different views, and with moves like this, it's all good. Makes it fun to trade, even if you lose. This is the chart of the Bund on the move, and as you can see here, we were actually bouncing off this level 143.20 for pretty much the whole since the morning, and we sort of bounced off 4 times, and just before the number we had a little spike down and bounced off 143.20 again, and then this actually held up really well, and in that 1 minute, with 50,000 contracts traded, we traded up all the way to 143.58 for about 40 tick move, which was pretty big. And but this 143.58 ended up being pretty good resistance, as we bounced off it, or bounced near it a few times, and if we do a fib level of this whole move up, 38.2 level, which was at 143.44, held up pretty well as well, and it bounced off twice, and here we almost bounced off the 50, but we kept above this. And then when we did break above this 143.58, it sort of turned into a support. As you can see, a head and shoulders formation sort of formed, and we broke below back this 143.58. Now it's interesting to see if this is going to hold as we now start moving down, or are we going to come back up above this level. But either way, the levels and support and resistances worked out quite nicely. All was moving around, all with good technical ability to trade it, really. So it was pretty nice, as long as you didn't, if you managed to get along the move, then that's nice, but even the aftermath of the move was quite nice. I didn't trade this, but on Euribor, that's where I was paying most of my attention, but the moves were quite nice. I just want to quickly show you the type of volume that we had when the data was actually released quickly. So the data was released at 11:04 and 10 seconds, and as you can see, the vast amount of contracts that traded within that 1 second. So this is just a screenshot of a whole bunch of orders that went through, and as you can see, just massive clips going through in this Euribor across all the whole curve. The first trades that actually went through, surprisingly, were in set 15, which is way out on the curve, and we had a good 1,000, 3,000, 4,500 contracts trade out of the big size at set 15, which is quite amazing, really. And so they pretty much got in on first few prices. They took out 9, 9.5, 10.5, and 11. So someone just took out 4 prices there, just in one full swoop. And it was pretty much like that across the whole curve. So there's plenty of interest and plenty of size along of this move. And as you can see, there's a lot of big clips going through. And this was just 1 second after the move, and it continued all the way up. Like, my time and sales were filled with huge orders all the way up. So there's a lot of size and a lot of volume with this move. So it was pretty significant. Overall, for me today, ended up being a pretty averagely done a bit of volume in Euribors, but nothing massive or anything like that. But turned out okay, made a little bit of money, so worked out okay. Well, hopefully we get some good action for next week as well. Until then, good luck trading.